Hey everybody, it's me. I'm back from the dead. Okay, all kidding aside, I know it's been like a year or something since I've been on YouTube, and I've heard you guys loud and clear. You said you want a video. Actually, you said, oh, you want a lot of videos. So you want gray hair update, you've asked for planner update, you've asked for a fall fashion, you've asked for, what was the last one? Jewelry collection. They're all great ideas, awesome videos, but I'm like the worst YouTuber on earth. And my life has been so unpredictable in the last year, as I'm sure all of your lives have been unpredictable because of COVID. It has put us all in a tailspin. But even before that, I had a lot of things going on in my life that have prevented me from really being able to get back in front of the camera, not just mentally, but physically as well. So I'm going to get into all those because I do have a list in my planner of what I do want to cover to keep this video from being like really crazy all over the map. So it is kind of gonna be crazy all over the map, but it's a condensed list. So I'm gonna do a life update. I'm gonna do a gray hair update and talk about a couple products that I've found to be really helpful for my particular type of gray hair. I'm gonna do a very tiny little touch on the planners update, and then one other product that I want to talk about that has been amazing that I want to cover very quickly in this video. So I think the first thing we'll do is we'll start with the gray hair update because that's the most obvious thing front and center. So we should go ahead and talk about that first, don't you think? And I should probably say, because I'm a terrible YouTuber, this isn't the first thing that comes out of my mouth. Hello, I'm V. This is my channel. This is my home. I upload videos like once a year. So if you want to not miss it, you better hit that bell so that you don't miss that one upload for 2021. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Anyway, if you're new here, if you just happened along, I am V. I am in my late-ish 40s. I'm 48. You can look at my videos and see the topics I've talked about over the last many years. I work full-time. This is just for fun. I'm a mom to a dog, a fur baby. I do not have children. I'm childless by choice. That's a whole other video that I will have to get into maybe one day. I think I've talked about it on my podcast, which is now defunct. You missed that too. Anyway, I'm the worst person. I don't even know why you guys follow me, but anyway, I'm so glad you do. Just trying to get this straight. I'm so glad you do. So if you're new, welcome. Obviously, we're very, very serious on this channel. If you're an OG, GNG, follower, subscriber, fan, friend, thank you for coming back. Thank you for always being there and being supportive. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, I am there a little more often than once a year. So I'm there at Grit and Glamour, which I will link below. And I think is also probably at the end of the video. I'm not sure. I had a situation where I accidentally wiped my master template, you guys. And you know, I'm so lazy that it was like, oh my God, now I have to make the whole template over. Let's get on with the gray hair update first. You might want to grab a cup of coffee and have a cup of coffee. By the way, I love these mugs. I am unable to drink coffee in a normal size mug. So I finally found these on Amazon. They're like a set of 4. They're 20-ounce mugs. So they're like the size of a venti at Starbucks, which if you follow me on Instagram, you know I'm all about the Starbucks and the ventis. So anyway, grab something to drink and then let's talk about the hair to start because that's the most obvious thing, and then we will get into the rest of it. All right, here we go. Take a sip. Okay, gray hair update. Well, here you go. Here it is, you guys. I am nearly 4 years dye-free. In November, I will be 4 years, so we're just about there. My hair, and I've spoken about this in videos before, is significantly less gray than I thought. You can see a lot more underneath and interspersed. So it's very salt and pepper, but it reads brown from far away, except for these 2 streaks that I have at the front that are whitish, more whitish gray. And I love them. And this one, I need to taper my hair in the front so badly, but I so don't want to cut this little guy shorter because I just love that long, one little light streak that God gave me. This one, because I have cowlicks, you guys, I have cowlicks as both temples. This one goes down, this one goes up and back. So I try to work with what I have, but as a consequence, this streak never kind of lays nice and flat. It's always sort of jacked up, for lack of a better explanation. So this is the gray hair update. It's very long. I have been cutting my own hair for the last couple of years, and I only trim it on the full moon. Google that if you want to know more about it. I do trims on the full moon, or coming up to a full moon. And this is kind of it. On the subject of my gray hair. So my gray hair is a mix of brown and white gray hair, and some of it's straightish and some of it's nasty frizzy gray hair. And I think I've talked about this before. The most significant problem for me with my hair at this point is not the color. I don't mind the gray, the salt and pepper, the concentration here, whatever. I love it. What I hate is the change in texture that has come with age and or possible thyroid issues. I did have my hormones tested, and I know that my doctor told me I have the thyroid of a 60-year-old. I'm like, well, that's winning. But anyway, so on the subject of unruly gray hair, what I have to do to get it, today is a low humidity hair day too. I always tell my husband, we wake up in the mornings, we walk the dog at about 6 a.m. Wake up in the morning, my hair tells me before I ever leave the house what the temperature is outside, because if it's humid, my hair is all kinds of crazy when I wake up, and I sleep on a silk pillowcase. And if it's nice and cool and low humidity, like right now, this weather that I love, it's beautiful and flat and sleek and shiny, and it's wonderful hair. And that's for like 1 month of the year. Anyway, so 2 products I've been using for a while. I've covered one before. This is Living Proof No Frizz Nourishing Styling Cream. So that's what I used originally to basically, when I get out of the shower, dry my hair, comb, I put it heavily down like this to try and keep all the flyaways and the whole situation under control. It's still good, but I found this in the process, and I found this on an Instagram ad. True confession here, and you guys let me know in the comments. I am the biggest Instagram ad sucker ever. I laugh at my mom because she's like, you know, seen on TV. She buys the stuff that's seen on TV. I buy the stuff that's seen on Instagram, seriously, and it's a hit or miss. It's about 50-50 with how many actually work out well. This one worked out really well. It's called Hair Balm. Hair Balm. Oh, can't see. There we go. Hair Balm. It's by Hair Story. And their instructions I love. It's the long and short of it. More hair, more balm. Work through damp hair with fingers or comb and let air dry. Use on dry hair to touch up frizz or flyaways. So the whole claim in which what made me buy this product was that its intended purpose is to be used with air drying hair, not people who meticulously, laboriously flat iron and straighten their hair and curl and all that stuff. I do that on a blue moon, and now that I go nowhere, there's really no reason to do it. It damages your hair. I have fine hair, so I can't really take that kind of heat styling on the regular. So I bought this because I figured that it would be good because I air dry my hair most of the time. Well, it has been fantastic, you guys. It has been really, really good. If you use too much, it can be a little heavy, but for someone that has fine hair, it's not a greasy kind of product. And I find that it is the best for managing frizzy gray hair. Okay, so now is the life update portion. Okay, and for my guy followers, Matthew, Patrick, 2 that I know off the top of my head because you guys are always sending me comments. This might not be for you, part of it, but you're welcome to stay and listen. Anyway, so life update. I'm gonna try and condense this as much as possible. I don't wanna go on and on. I find it sometimes it's so boring when you just see people just sitting there talking at the camera. But last year, 2019, was a year of a lot of health challenges for me. Nothing crazy, nothing awful. Just a lot of health challenges. So I know that toward the end of, was it 2018? I can't remember now. Anyway, I will just sum it up as this. I was dealing with a lot of silent acid reflux, which I still deal with. I had H. pylori. I had gastritis. I had gynecological issues. I had a dental issue that was the result of a problem in surgery. This doesn't make sense at all, does it? Okay, let me start from the beginning. Very quickly, very quickly. I've had a lot of gynecological issues for many, many years. All of my 40s, 100%. The end of my 30s was when it was starting to kind of kick off. So this year I had a laparoscopy, not this year, sorry. In last year, 2019 in March, I had a laparoscopy to investigate what's going on. My mother had endometriosis. I was convinced I had it because I had extremely painful monthly cycles that I was unable to get out of bed for days, you guys. Taking the strongest, like serious prescription strength medication was not helping me. So I was on a quest for years to get an answer to this problem, and doctors always wanted to throw birth control pills at me, which I refused to take, you know, more prescriptions. No one seemed to be able to put their finger on it, mostly because they did ultrasounds, and I've had various things like fibroids and whatever have come and gone, cysts have come and gone. But finally, I did have a diagnosis of a uterine polyp and extreme pain. So my doctor said, okay, let's go in and let's see what's going on. So I had the laparoscopy, and all my pain was right-sided for so long. And the doctor saw a little bit of something on my ovary. So during the laparoscopy, was it during the laparoscopy? Yeah, during the laparoscopy, she took out my right, oh my God, this is bad. My right ovary. This is bad. See, this is what happens when you get old. You can't remember anything anymore. Anyway, because I had 2 surgeries last year, I'm pretty sure, no, I know she did. She took out the right ovary during the laparoscopy, looked around, there was no endometriosis. So I was kind of a little, and then she said, let's see if removal of that ovary will diminish, will remove all the pain you were having, since you said it was all right-sided. So she did that, and it was fine. The laparoscopy was fine. I had that done in March of 2019. Within, you know, a month, 2 months later, everything, I mean, basically the next cycle, there was no diminishment in pain at all. And I mean, you guys, excruciating pain. And the reason why I'm sharing this is because so many women go through this and they don't have support, and they suffer. And they suffer through doctors who are unwilling to explore the problem with them, or unwilling to help them, or what my other doctors would tell me. One doctor was like, well, you just need to have a baby. I was like, are you kidding me right now? You want me to have a lifelong commitment with a child to fix some cramps? Really? Okay. And here's the thing, all my doctors have been women. I don't generally like to go to male gynecologists, except for my male gynecologist. I had a precancerous cervical issue back many years ago. Other than that, I'm just not comfortable. It's not that men aren't capable. Obviously they are. I'm just not comfortable. And I feel like a woman knows what a menstrual cycle is, which is why I went to women. And then I had them tell me this. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I wanted to slap her upside the head. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on. So I had the laparoscopy in March. And so one of the things that I mentioned was a dental issue. Well, I had these things called tori, T-O-R-I. I can't remember if it's 2 I's or 1. I think it's I. It's basically a bony growth in your inside of your gums at the bottom, I think. I don't know if you get them at the top. So if you don't have them, you have just smooth gums on the inside of your bottom teeth. If you do have them, you have all these lumps and bumps that are hard bone growth. I had those tori, which had never been a problem for me other than during dental x-rays. To make a long story short, very shortly after that laparoscopy in March, I had excruciating pain in my gums, in my lower jawline. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. And I thought, okay, is it like an abscess? No, I went to 2 dentists, an endodontist, and a dental surgeon before. What I theorized and what they figured out was that during the laparoscopy, because you have to be put under anesthesia for the laparoscopy, well, they use this tool in surgery to insert a tube in your throat, and they use it to like scrape the tongue over and insert the tube. It's like this curved metal, terrifying looking thing that they use in your mouth when you're unconscious to put a tube in while they're doing their surgery. Well, this anesthesiologist apparently, or whoever intubated me, I don't know, scraped my tori as they were going in and caused a bone chip in my gum line, which was the most painful thing I've ever had in my life, you guys. I've had numbers of surgeries, but that was the most painful thing until I finally found an oral surgeon who said, okay, let's go in, we'll remove the tori. And he confirmed there was a bone chip and that was causing the pain. Thankfully, I got past that, have great dental insurance, had the tori removed, everything was swimming, it was great, it was fantastic. So that was my first half of 2019, was one surgery, another mouth surgery, and then on to the rest of the year with continuing gynecological issues. And so finally, it might have been August, I think, around August or so, I went to my doctor and I said, you know, it's just not fixed anything. I'm in so much pain. And the thing is that this is the other life update thing. My job, which has been remote for years, 100% virtual, I would go into the office like every other week just to check in with my people, was suddenly becoming an edict through my company that we would all have to report into the office now full-time, or you get your walk-in papers. That was literally it. You are assigned to an office, you go to that office. If you don't go, then you can find another job. Well, thankfully I was assigned to an office in the city I live in. It's still a 45-minute drive for me, but anyway, so I knew in the back of my mind, I was now gonna have to go in the office. I wasn't gonna be able to work from home and work from bed every month when I was down with like unbearable menstrual cramps. So I went back to my doctor. I said, listen, Dr. H, this is not working. She goes, you know what? Let's do the hysterectomy. I was like, you know what? I'm finally at an age where no doctor thinks that I'm seriously considering trying to have a child or going to be bereaved by the loss of the ability to have one. So I was so grateful. So I had the hysterectomy on October 10th, 2019. And I had a couple minor complications after that. Not going to get into it here. That was my 2019, was just minor complication after minor complication. Long story short, pain gone, discomfort gone, spotting gone, sleepless nights gone, being totally out of it on drugs because you need to take them. Now, when I say drugs, I mean prescription drugs from my gynecologist to manage menstrual cramps, gone. All of it gone. You guys, this is my PSA. If you have a wonderful doctor and you're in the position that nothing else is working, the hysterectomy was fantastic. And I had everything removed except my one left ovary, because you need that for estrogen. Otherwise you go into immediate surgical menopause. So the one thing I wanted to point out about this, bear with me here, ladies, if you are experiencing extreme menstrual pain and the doctor cannot find a reason, it's not endometriosis, it's not showing up on an ultrasound. Well, guess what showed up when they removed my uterus and were able to biopsy it? Adenomyosis, which is basically when the lining of the uterus grows into the muscle walls or something, and it's very, very hard to detect, basically, other than surgical removal of the uterus and biopsy. So I knew, you guys, this is the moral of this story. The reason why I want to cover this whole gynecological thing ad nauseum is because I knew in my body there was a problem, that birth control was just treating the symptom. Prescription drugs, just treating the symptom. Something had to give. Unexplained breakthrough bleeding, all kinds of, I'm not even gonna get through all of it. My point is this: trust your gut, trust yourself. You're the only one that can advocate for your body, and you're the only one that will. So keep going until you get a resolution or an answer or something that gives you peace. Thankfully, we live in a world where we have amazing medical advances and we don't have to suffer. And I was suffering unnecessarily for so many years. So that's my spiel on the gynecological issues, the hysterectomy. It has been life-changing. Advocate for yourself, believe in yourself. If you don't want to take birth control, and please don't. It's not good for your body. Anyway, that's that. So let me think. I'm not even gonna go through the other little minor issues. gastritis, all that. I have endoscopic issues and esophageal issues. I had to have an endoscopy last year. Tackled that. It was a challenge. It was a challenge. So that brings us forward now to 2020. And I think I should break a second and then be back for the last little bit of this that I want to talk about. Some other things that are a whole lot more fun and uplifting. So I'll be back. Next topic is the planner, all right? I know some people are just like, what? Like, how can you guys just talk about your planners? Like, you're just such nerds. Okay, we are nerds. But anyway, this is my brain. It's my tool. It's my baby. I use it every single day and have since I got it however many years ago. You can go back and see my videos and see when I first got it. It is still the same setup as the last time I filmed. And I know people are like, can you do a planner setup video? I'm like, it's the same thing, you guys. It's the same thing. So it's still just, you know, I mean, I just have some stuff in an envelope. And then these are tabs by Cessav. I don't know if you can see those. Yeah, there you go. Cessav. I'm not going to go into all of it. I'm still using the Levenger Day on 2 pages, which works really, really well for me. Here's a blank one. Day on 2 pages. It works well because I have a lot of notes and things that I have to write on this side during the day, to-do lists and all that. Then you have your actual time. Can I get this to focus? Your actual times are on this side, and that works really, really well for me. I use Levenger's monthly tabs. Let me see if I have anything. I use Levenger monthly tabs too. And they work well for me. They have just, you know, a to-do list up at the front of the tab here. Then you open, you know, and you see your month on 2 pages. And then on the back, there's room for notes as well. I'm so bad at this. There we go. Well, you were bound to fall out, weren't you? Okay, so that's it. And I'm still using the activities checklist from Time System, and I was talking to someone online on Instagram, and I'm sorry I don't remember your name, and she had tagged me because she was like, this is the best way to organize. This is what I use to pay my bills every month. And I know people like don't do paper, they do digital. That's great. Do you do you. They were actually punched for A5, so I had to washi over them and then punch for my disc system, which is Levenger disc system. And they're in my past videos. You guys can see those. I still use them every single month. I've only got 2 packs left. Apparently, this is what we were talking about with the girl who tagged me, is they are no longer available in the United States. So I'm actually going to use mine and then make color copies of them and use those going forward when the other ones run out, because I just love the way that they work, because you have them here. I have my bill payments here, and then every day when you finish your day, you fold it in, so you're automatically on the day you need to be on, you know, as you proceed during the month, like this. Now, I do still use as my page marker, my bookmark. I still use these magnetic repurposed Louis Vuitton monogram canvas bookmark page flags, and those are also in my previous video. If you will, I will link the video down below, or link a card here. I don't know if it'll be here. I don't know if it's here. I'm not pro enough to remember which side it's on. So anyway, so that's the planner update, and I still use my highlighter as like a little tick box, like a select box. So I tick it off in the highlighted spot whenever I'm done with it. And on that subject, let me grab this on. On this subject, I still use basically the same pens and writing utensils. So first, I always use a Sharpie pink highlighter to put beside my task list for my personal task every day. And then I use a gray mild liner highlighter to make those little boxes for my work tasks every day. Still use a mechanical pencil. My favorite is always the Pentel P205 0.5 millimeter. This is a special edition one that has gold and black. And then I use the Pentel Energel 0.7 needle tip. So this is the basic pen. All right, and then this is a special edition one that's gold. but takes the same refills as this Energel needle tip 0.7 millimeter, which you can buy these refills, and that's what I do now. I try not to, because I have loads of these white ones in my house. I try not to throw them away. I try just to get the refills, less plastic in the earth. I'm trying, y'all, I'm trying. Oh, here it is. I had it right here. Had it right here. Yeah. That's the refill that fits the special edition and the regular Pentel Energel. And then I always use my click erasers. Those are very helpful for me. And that, oh no, that's not the end of my planner update. I found these cutest stickers at Target yesterday from RUSSELL+HAZEL. If you know RUSSELL+HAZEL from the Container Store, these are so cute. So they have like the calendar, the whole month for 2021. They have stickers. They have like tab stickers here, and then more little icon stickers. I should open these up. Let's see what they're really like. I think it was $8.99 at Target. And they're white with gold. You know I'm all about the gold. And it actually says, includes 12 sheets, so it's one per month, 60 monthly stickers, 2,280 stickers total for $8.99. That's pretty good. So let's take a look at this. Get this out. So like here is, oh, it's a pad too. How cool. So obviously you get a sheet for each month, and these are all stickers. All of this, these are they have January. Those are tab stickers, mini tabs. They have all these other tabs, like if you have blank dividers. Why can't I get this to show? I'm using a little mini ring light, y'all, and it's just messing me right up. There we go. That's the sweet spot right there. So you have all these other tab stickers if you're using blank divider tabs, and then you have all these other little stickers you can use throughout on your month or on your day. Pretty cool though, and they are slick, I will say that. So if you want to ride on them, probably won't be riding on them, I don't think. No. Anyway, pretty good deal, $8.99 for those. They're really elegant, and I love RUSSELL+HAZEL. I've just never been able to work it out because, you know, they sell those notebook binders that are proprietary to the rings are to their size. They're not A5 or tab based or disc based or anything. So they're kind of useless to me because I use disc bound system. These are Levenger gold discs. All right. That is the end. That's the official end of the planner update. And then I have one more thing I want to talk about, just one more. One more thing I wanted to talk about. That is a product that the blogger, influencer, Lydia Millen-Gordon. I'll put her handle below. I'm sure you probably all mostly know her. I think she is so refreshing and so classy. I just love her. She spoke about this particular product a couple times, and I was really intrigued because I am someone who can have really a tough time getting to sleep, or I shouldn't say getting to sleep, more like staying asleep. A lot of times I have sleepless nights. It can be hit or miss with my sleep. Sometimes I sleep soundly and really heavily, and sometimes I don't. But she mentioned this product by NEOM. This is so bad. Gosh, I can't get this focused. Here we go. NEOM. Organics London. And this is the Magnesium body butter. It's called Perfect Night Sleep Magnesium Body Butter, and it is English lavender, sweet basil, and jasmine. It smells so good, you guys. That's the first thing. It smells so good. It smells mostly of lavender, but it's really fresh and calming. As you know, lavender is soothing and it's supposed to help you. You'll use a lot in baby bubble baths and things like that. Lavender is supposed to be good for soothing yourself to sleep. It lasts, the scent of the body butter lasts really well. But the point of this magnesium body butter is you put, so they said the size of what does it say? Massage the equivalent of a heaped tablespoon of the body butter all over your body and do some mindful breathing, in for 7, out for 11. So what I do is, you don't even need that much. I take a little dollop, more the size of, not a tablespoon, but more the size of a nickel, a 5-cent coin in America. And I use that, just about that much. And I spread it on the trunk of my body and across the back of my back because my back is killing me. You know, when you get older, you guys, this is not for the weak. Everything just falls apart. And this is for someone who like walks a couple miles every day, works out 45 minutes a day, eats healthy, blah, blah, blah. Massage a little bit across my back and across my trunk. And I'm telling you, within 30 minutes, you guys, you start feeling so calm and just chill and ready to go to sleep. You start feeling so good. So it not only smells amazing, it does what it says. It is, to me, it's easier because while I love a bath and using Epsom salts, which are magnesium, it is not easy or convenient for all of us to take a bath and soak every night. So this has been so incredible. And I didn't realize when I ordered it, for whatever reason, that it was coming from London, but it came to me extremely quickly. The shipping was free. There was an initial discount that I found online for it, but it is worth it 100%. And the next time I order, I'm not going to order one tube. I'm going to order like 3 or 4 at a time. I think these would make great gifts for Christmas, stocking stuffers. It is such an amazing product. You guys, trust me on this. You will sleep well, and you will have such a good wind down to sleep once you put this on your body. So I like to put it on my body, go upstairs with my hubby, have a cup of tea, decaf tea, herbal tea, chill with my little dog for a little bit. Then I start to get a little sleepy and I'm like, okay, bye, I'm going to bed. And that's kind of the way it works. Awesome stuff. NEOM. All right. So that's it, everybody. That is my update for now. And it's been a lengthy update. I don't know how long this video is going to be once I finally edit it, but just want to say thank you again for always checking in with me, for your support, for your curiosity and interest, for your ideas for videos. Y'all, it's not that I don't want to do every single one. I just don't have the time anymore. I really don't have the time. I'm managing a team of 7 people in my work. I manage my husband and my dog, and I'm old-fashioned. That means a lot of cooking, a lot of cooking. We don't share the cooking because he does all the other things like the yard and all the handiwork and all the electrical in the house and all the HVAC and all that stuff. So my job is cooking, and we have pretty traditional gender roles, and I'm good with that. Anyway, good to see you guys. I hope you're well, and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.